would have been able to pass it with the NC-17 without resistance from the studio if you hadn't had that success?
It's hard to say, because James always supported me. Studio, David Lindius, we start from, he was kind of my backbone. Since he the sales, that's why I can have my creative freedom. And James, of course, helped sell the movie and watch over, produce my movie. And I did 2 movies with the studio. So it's like a family. Focus, regular situation, James, but he'll dare them if they dare to say anything. They really did much. And they, of course, they're very proud of the movie. Yes, I got a call from Ron Meyer. Congratulatory. It's all very supportive. So I think I'm very fortunate.
You said that, the movie, but you felt haunted by it and you kept going back to it and back to it. And that I think that had also happened with Brokeback Mountain.
Yes.
And it just stayed in your
The
consciousness.
2 very similar, or both short story.
Right. And why do you think that happened? Is it just was in part just the frustration that maybe at first read you didn't see it, how you could make it a movie that you...
Making it a movie, that's a challenge to me. Of course, it's difficult, but that never intimidated me. If it's difficult, all the more interesting to me. Like the Ice Storms, there's no way to make that into a movie. That's why nobody pick it up. But yeah, if I see something there, I'll find ways to make movies. What frightens me is the makers, professional filmmakers. We can make movies. We can develop stories and characters. That's kind of our craft. But what you're really dealing with is touch the part of society and yourself that you dare yourself to do it, dare anybody to do it. That's the...
Received in China or
mostly
Taiwan,
China. I didn't care how the American like or not at that point when I decided. Because female sexuality is never taught in our culture and history. We never know what women get from sex. Nothing. And you gotta see our best writer write about it, and against the backdrop of something you don't want to touch, the war against Japanese.
Your career has spanned a lot of genres.
That's to me, I'm a Chinese. It's more frightful.
Received now, how people feel about it now. If
the greater audience hasn't seen it, but from the press so far, it's been tremendous positive.
So it could actually open up a lot of healing.
It hurts a lot to watch the movie. That's the truth. But from our history, the way we brought situation, because they don't have to read subtitle, the familiarity with the culture, they get a lot more. It's just drama. It's not crouching tiger. We don't have action sequence that much.
Your career spanned a lot of genres, and I was wondering if you could talk about whether you think there's any sort of common strain throughout what you do, and if there's anything that...
Sorry. Human relationship. In this one it's a man-woman relationship, the ultimate occupying being occupied. It's hard to say who is to who, which direction it goes. Nature of relationship in the backdrop of the China being occupied, political backdrop. So it's relationship, I think, human relationship, something in a constant change, that it's very hard to grasp something you can believe in, because things will change. That's just natural life, I think. Like, again, something you firmly believe, like patriotism in this sense, behavior code, and then when you face reality, it's something more complicated than what you've been taught. Repression.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Guys, we really have to,
Thank you.
May I?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure.
Sorry,
My
so
God,
close.
I qualified for a service.